So if you've been watching the AI space just absolutely explode, you might be feeling, well, a little anxious. Kind of like that feeling that maybe, just maybe, you're already too late to the party. The gold rush is over, right? All the big claims have been staked.
And look, I get it. It's a really common feeling. You see these new tools and billion-dollar companies popping up what feels like every single day. And it is so easy to think that the window of opportunity has just slammed shut, that if you haven't already built something or become an expert, you've missed your shot.
Well, I'm here to tell you that couldn't be further from the truth. In the grand scheme of this technological revolution, we are just getting started. Seriously, if you start learning and building an AI today, you are still one of the first people in the door. To put this into perspective for you, just think about starting a YouTube channel back in 2018. Or what about starting a tech company way back in 2002? It probably felt like you were jumping into something that was already established, but we all know now that the biggest growth was still yet to come. That is exactly where we are with AI right now. So the question isn't if there's an opportunity, it's where it is. So let's dive into 5 massive opportunities you can go after today. Okay, first up is an area that I'm telling you, most people are completely sleeping on, but it's a literal gold mine for anyone who gets in early. We all know about SEO, right? Search engine optimization for Google. But the entire game is changing. Here's the deal. People are changing how they find things. Instead of just typing into a Google search bar, millions of people are now asking questions directly to AI chatbots. So the new goal isn't just to be the #1 link on a search page, it's to actually be the source that the AI cites in its answer. You want someone to ask an AI for the best marketing agency, and you want it to name your company. That, my friends, is AI SEO. And this shift is creating a massive opening. I mean, the traditional SEO market is just packed. It's a bloodbath, a real red ocean of competition. But AI SEO, that's a wide open blue ocean. Most businesses know they need SEO, but they have absolutely no idea this new battlefield even exists. And almost no freelancers or agencies are offering this service yet. This is your chance to be first. And we're not talking about pocket change here. For optimizing just one business for AI search, you could easily charge anywhere from $500 to over $1,500 per client. This is a brand new, high-demand skill that companies are just now realizing they desperately need. All right, let's move on to our second big idea, which is, without a doubt, one of the best ways to create some serious value right now, and that's building specialized AI apps, or what we call software as a service. But there's a trick to doing it right.
You see, the biggest mistake that founders are making right now is they're trying to build the next Jasper or a better ChatGPT. They're making these general-purpose tools in markets that are already just so crowded. You're simply not going to beat the giants at their own game.
The real secret is to go niche. Think small. Build what's called a micro-SaaS. Find one really painful, specific problem that a very specific group of people has, and then use AI to solve only that problem. Don't try to build a Swiss Army knife, build a scalpel.
Let me give you a perfect example. We've all heard of apps like MyFitnessPal, right? They're great, but manually logging every single thing you eat is a total pain. So an entrepreneur built an AI app that does it for you. You just snap a picture of your food and the AI calculates the calories. By solving this one tiny, annoying problem, this app blew up and now makes millions of dollars every single month.
Or get this, an app built by 2 19-year-olds to help people break bad habits. It addressed a really specific personal challenge, and by using simple, off-the-shelf AI tools to build it, they hit $1 million in revenue in their very first month. This just proves you don't need a huge team or decades of coding experience anymore. The tools are right there for you to turn a niche idea into a massively successful business.
All right, opportunity number 3 is all about completely transforming a service that literally every single business needs: content. I'm talking about launching an AI-powered content agency.
It's wild to think that just a few years ago, starting a content agency was this huge, expensive project. You needed writers, production crews, fancy cameras, studios. The overhead was insane. But now, thanks to AI, one person with a laptop can produce incredible, high-quality content that rivals what entire teams used to do. And they can do it way faster and for a tiny fraction of the cost.
And just like we talked about with software, the key is to specialize. You could start an agency that only creates AI-generated, user-generated content, or UGC, for e-commerce brands. Or you could help busy founders build their personal brand using AI avatars so they never even have to get on camera. You could even create these stunning, totally AI-generated fashion photo shoots and video reels for clothing brands. Each of these is a high-demand business you could launch tomorrow. Now for our fourth idea. Here we're moving beyond thinking of AI as just a tool, and we're starting to think about AI as an actual worker. I'm talking about building custom AI agents.
So what's the difference between a chatbot and an agent? It's actually pretty simple. A chatbot is an advisor. You ask it to draft an email and it gives you a draft. But you are still the one who has to copy, paste, and send it. An AI agent, on the other hand, is an assistant. It's a doer. You connect it to your inbox and it can read incoming mail, draft a reply, and send it for you, all on its own. It takes care of the whole task, from start to finish. And as you can imagine, businesses are willing to pay a lot for these autonomous workers. Building just a single custom AI agent for a client can easily bring in fees of over $1,200, and honestly, often much, much more depending on how complex the job is. Just think about how valuable this is. Using platforms that are available to everyone, you could build an AI sales agent that cold calls new leads, has a conversation that sounds perfectly human, and qualifies them for you 24/7. Or what about an AI support agent on WhatsApp that can not only text, but can actually listen to a customer's voice note and reply with a helpful voice note of its own? These aren't sci-fi ideas. People are building and selling these right now. And that brings us to our fifth and final point. This one's a little different. It's less about a specific business you can start and more about the ultimate prize in this whole new era, acquiring a truly future-proof set of skills. Now, this might sound a little bit wild, but hear me out. Consider the whole phenomenon of AI influencers. People are creating completely fictional characters using AI, growing their social media accounts to hundreds of thousands of followers, and actually making money from them. Now, let me be honest, this is a very difficult business to pull off, but that's not really the point. The process of trying to build something like this is an incredible, incredible learning experience. Because here's the thing, whether you're building an AI influencer, a niche software, or an AI agency, you are forcing yourself to master the 3 skills that are going to define the next decade of business. You learn AI-powered content creation, you master social media strategy and how to build a community, and you figure out sales and marketing automation. Those 3 skills are the engine that probably 90% of future businesses will run on. Mastering them, that's the real goal. So no, you have not missed the wave. You are right on time. The tools are more powerful and easier to use than ever before. The only question left is, what are you going to build first? Thanks for tuning in.